hurry. Just go on ahead if you're in such a rush.
Sal, Molly, good day for murder, huh?
You're telling me?
Boy, I feel lucky tonight. My turn to be Colonel Mustard.
Bet somebody's grabbed my lucky chair by now.
Hold on. Just gonna get my coat on. Besides, we've got to wait for Jack. He made all the arrangements for the ride. Remember?
Wait a minute. What are you doing? We're playing Clue tonight.
No, we're playing bingo.
Bingo?
$200 cash prize. I'm playing 12 cards.
I'm sorry, John. If it's any consolation, there's a jar of peach chutney on the counter for you.
Chutney's my favorite, thank you.
The one jar for you, 2 for Jesse. And he'll pick them both up after he's taken Sarah to the movies.
What movies? They're playing Clue with me too, remember?
We need a fit night out for man or beast. I'll have a coffee.
We're closed.
Yeah, the sign.
We're still closed.
Yes. Still playing cops and robbers, eh?
Clue is a great game, Relic. It's great training. Skills and observation. Basic deduction from facts. Confrontational psychology.
No wonder the crime rate's getting worse.
Oh, it's there. No, I can't go to the film. Back in a minute.
Just about all set it up, Nick. We can start any time.
Sorry, John. Broken log boom out there. Money to be made.
Repeating this navigational warning. A large log boom has broken up in the North Channel near Keys Point. All shipping is advised to avoid this area where possible.
Keys Point, eh?
Billy,
All right.
So it's playing.
the witness is the last thing.
The Witness? I wanted to see that too. Anyway. Popcorn's on me.
Thanks.
You're leaving too, huh?
Sorry.
See you sometime tomorrow.
Careful.
Bye. Goodbye.
See you later, Jack.
Make yourself comfortable.
Sure. We better be making tracks, Molly. You too, Sal.
They'd better find space for my 12 cards.
I'll only need one if I have my lucky chair.
Your lucky chair.
Boy, I was all psyched up to play.
I'm Inspector Constable.
That's where we all choose. The name's Orange, Professor Orange of the Orange Institute of Marine Studies, Constable.
Inspector Constable.
Yes. Your coat and hat, allow me, please.
Not necessary. I'm sure this won't take long.
Well,
Maybe the hat.
yes. Now, just what are you here to inspect, Inspector?
I've come about this matter of murder.
Murder? Oh, come, Inspector. Whatever gave you that idea?
A frightened whisper on the phone this morning.
Ah, cruel hoax. Come, come, you must meet my fellow guests. My fellow guests, this gentleman is Inspector Constable. He says that he is here to investigate a murder.
Murder?
Who? Captain Shatner. Ah, Inspector, allow me to present Miss Crimson. Commodore Whitehead. At last, but by no means least, Mrs. Gray. She has been with the captain's family for many years.
Good morning. There's no one else?
Well, there is...
Jeans, you have met.
There is Rose, poor child. She's too ill to come down. Maybe later this evening.
Ah, tea. You will take tea, Inspector.
This, I presume, is Captain Chutney?
The same. Still insists on tootling about in that ancient boat of his.
The Persephone.
That boat has seen better days.
So he may have drowned. Is that what you think?
It is a possibility, eh?
I'll arrange a search. May I use your telephone?
It's out of order. Has been for days.
That's strange. I received a call from here earlier this morning. Does Captain Chutney have any enemies? Anyone who might want us to think that he's dead?
That man, enemies. Oh, you must be joking, Inspector.
Sheer nonsense. If he's dead, and I doubt it, you'll probably find it's just an accidental drowning.
So the sooner you get on the sea search, the better.
No.
Is there blood?
Very likely. What we have is the traditional blunt instrument of the classic detective story. You must be Rose, Captain Chutney's board. Was it you who called me this morning?
Hi, Rose. Mustn't tire yourself. Inspector, if you don't mind, Rose hasn't had her tea.
Who is it?
Inspector Constable.
Oh, one moment. Come in.
Miss Crimson?
Well, I had actually planned on leaving this house yesterday. Then when poor Captain Chuck disappeared...
Mind if I take a look around?
Well, I expect it would be all right.
Come back later if you'd like.
Oh, no, it'll be fine. I'll just finish my packing.
A pipe wrench. How interesting.
I'm finished.
You seem to have forgotten something.
Oh, no.
My. What have we here, Poniard Tank?
I just knew you would jump to conclusions and blame me. So, is trying to implicate me.
Yes, it does look suspicious.
I found it there when I came up to pack. It was stuck in the door with such force that I couldn't loosen it. Now, if I couldn't loosen it, how would I have enough strength to put it there in the first place? Oh my. Now you'll never believe me.
Not necessarily. My investigation is not yet concluded. Excuse me. Oh, here, let me help you.
No! Sorry. Lost my balance.
Nonsense. It was my fault. What have we here?
Navy coat.
And recently fired, too. You know a lot about weapons.
I am a collector. Everything from slingshots to machine guns. Something I have in common with Captain Chutney. A love for the instruments of death.
What else can you tell me about this pistol?
Belongs to Captain Chutney. The last time I saw it, Professor Orange was firing at targets down by the cliffs.
That's right. It's very boring around here. I fired a few shots at some targets.
And then you hit it in the vault.
Of course not. I returned to Captain Chutney. No idea how we got to the vast. Put away to Evans. Clean up the mess. You never know what he's thinking, that one. He's a mute, you know. Not very efficient. Chutney keeps him on. I suspect Jeans knows something embarrassing about Chutney's past.
And what was your relationship with the deceased, Professor Orange?
Deceased, Inspector. Surely you need a body before you can call this a murder?
With or without a body, Professor. The evidence is leading us towards something more than just a friendly house party.
I see. Oh, very well. I shall be as helpful as I can. You see, Captain Chutney and I were business rivals for many years. Both in the shipping business, you know. He was a wily one, couldn't pull the wool over his eyes. Always a step ahead of me, at least according to him. But in recent years, we've worked together. I set up my institute, and he has funded a number of our projects. So we've become quite good friends, really.
And you feel his disappearance has something to do with his boat?
Quite indeed. Perhaps just some engine trouble. Nothing worse, I hope.
Professor Orange, I wonder if you'd be so kind as to ask everyone in a house to gather in the drawing room this evening.
You've solved the case.
Perhaps, Professor. Perhaps.
I see.
key. Now where does this fit in? The safe behind the picture. Hidden door in the bookcase. The complete chutney recipe book. Should this be in the kitchen? Interesting. Chutney letters. Now, what will this tell us? What the? Hello? Anything wrong? Hello? Everyone all right up here? It's beginning to look like a junkyard in there. So the cannon was a diversion. Pages are missing. Journal. At first, I thought there was some connection between all these gruesome weapons. The pistol, poison, one-yard dagger, the poker, the pipe wrench.
Could the secret be they all begin with P?
Cannon doesn't begin with a P.
It's a model of oppression, cannon. P. Persephone, too.
Quiet, old man. Quiet, please. Let us have some decorum here. Remember, a murder of one man is a crime against the living.
What?
Well, it's the same. You see, if a man is murdered, then it's a crime against the living. Of course, I guess the dead man wouldn't be too happy about it either. It's an inside saying between detectives. Commodore, what is it you said you shared with Captain Chutney? Was it love for the instruments of death?
That's right.
And you wanted to buy Chutney's weapons for your own collection? Isn't that what your letter says?
And he agreed.
He rejected you. You could have killed him with your cannon in the courtyard. And my dear Professor Orange.
Ah. It is my turn to have the finger pointed.
Smile, if you will, Professor. But this journal tells me that you were another friend who was on the outs with Captain Chutney. Quote, the Professor's Marine Institute is a complete waste of money, unquote.
But see here.
You could have popped him with your pistol in the parlor.
What is that book?
Captain Chutney's journal. And he mentioned your attempt to blackmail him, Miss Crimson.
I don't know what you mean.
And his intentions to cut back on the bequest to Mrs. Gray in his will. Perhaps you pushed him into paradise with the poison from your pantry. James, he fired you 2 days ago for stealing from the family household funds. What was it? The pipe wrench in the parking garage, I suspect? Yes, you are all likely suspects. But my theory is that much of this evidence has been manufactured to misdirect my investigation. Fortunately, I have a witness who can confirm my choice of the likely murderer. Rose?
Oh, no, please.
Come, dear. No one will harm Let me make this easier for you. I'm writing the name of the person I suspect. Just nod yes or no. No, that wasn't difficult. And it was you who phoned me, wasn't it? I thought so. Well, that's it.
Wait, there's something else.
Really?
He did it, but so did all the others.
How about you, Commodore?
There's one piece of evidence you haven't seen, Inspector. John, wake up.
You can't do this? I'm an officer of the law.
Very vigilant.
John, are you all right?
What? Oh, yeah. Oh, what a dream.
It sounds more like a nightmare.
Couldn't be worse than chasing false alarm log spills in this weather. The only thing worse is being out there without a radio like relic. He'll be looking till morning.
What? You spoke.
What?
We seen the dream. You never said a word.
Oh, maybe you need some coffee.
Yeah, a good sound sleep in his bed.
I knew his preoccupation with that game would get to him one day.
We'll play the game more, huh?
You wouldn't believe, Nick. You see, I was this brilliant detective inspector. Yeah. I was involved in a very complicated case. Oh, yeah, there was evidence all over the place. Pugnard, poison, a pistol, a poker, even the Persephone.
That's amazing. All beginning with P.
Yeah. Precisely.